Why does God allow suffering? One of the most difficult questions in theology and philosophy is why a loving and all-powerful God allows suffering. If God is good, why do pain, injustice, and tragedies exist? This question has troubled believers and skeptics alike for centuries, and while many answers have been proposed, none seem to completely satisfy the depth of human suffering. Some argue that suffering is a consequence of free will. God created humans with the ability to choose, and with that freedom comes the potential for both good and evil. If God were to remove all suffering, would that mean removing free will? Would love and goodness have any meaning if they were not chosen freely? From this perspective, suffering exists not because God wills it, but because a world without choice would be a world without true love. Others suggest that suffering serves a purpose in shaping human character. Throughout history, many have found strength, wisdom, and growth through their hardships. In the Bible, Job, a man who endured immense suffering, never received a full explanation from God, but he emerged from his trials with a deeper understanding of the divine. Could it be that suffering, while painful, plays a role in refining us, drawing us closer to God, or teaching us compassion? Still, this does not explain why natural disasters, diseases, or the suffering of innocent children exist. Some theologians argue that the world itself is broken, a result of humanity's separation from God. In Christian theology, the world is seen as fallen, awaiting redemption. Romans 8:22 describes creation as groaning in anticipation of being restored. If this is true, then suffering is not God's ultimate will, but a temporary condition, one that will eventually be overcome. There is also the perspective that suffering remains a mystery, beyond human understanding. If God is infinite, can we expect to fully grasp his purposes? Just as a child may not understand a parent's decisions, perhaps human beings cannot yet comprehend why suffering is allowed. Yet in many religious traditions, including Christianity, God is not distant from suffering. In Jesus, God is said to have entered human suffering, experiencing pain, rejection, and even death. This suggests that God is not indifferent but deeply involved in the struggles of humanity. In the end, suffering remains one of the great mysteries of faith. Some find comfort in believing that suffering has a purpose, while others struggle with the seeming injustice of it. Don't forget to hit that like button, share with your friends, and subscribe to stay updated on more content like this.